is the DEFCON Warning Systems, Strategic Threats and Global Stability Briefing. Today's date, June 9th, 2025. Condition code is green, DEFCON 5. There are no imminent nuclear threats at this time. Iranian officials have formally rejected the latest US proposal in their ongoing nuclear negotiations. On June 9th, Foreign Ministry spokesperson Esmail Bagay declared the offer unacceptable, vowing to submit a counter-proposal through Omani intermediaries. He emphasized Iran's insistence on ensuring real economic benefits, normalized banking and trade ties before any sanctions are lifted, alongside continued uranium enrichment and control over its enriched uranium stockpile. Bagay criticized the US plan for failing to address three core issues: enrichment levels, the repatriation or transfer of enriched uranium, and comprehensive sanction relief. Without these guarantees, Iran says the proposal cannot proceed. Meanwhile, Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei backed this position earlier on June 4th, dismissing the proposal as 100% against our interests and labeling US negotiators arrogant. This signals Tehran's determination to retain its uranium enrichment capabilities, which risks prolonging the deadlock. This diplomatic stall creates multiple risks. It increases the likelihood that Iran will expand enrichment, further undermining regional trust. It also shrinks the window for reviving the framework of the 2015 JCPOA before snapback sanctions, triggerable by October 18th, automatically reinstate frozen penalties. Additionally, domestic pressure in Iran mounts from both hardliners and economic hawks, who see enrichment as sovereignty and sanctions relief as essential. On June 7th, satellite imagery revealed a newly constructed reactor within Iran's largest nuclear complex, the sprawling Natanz-Parchin atomic hub. Analysts describe it as a full-scale thermal nuclear reactor rather than the smaller research reactors previously limited to civilian applications. This facility is under development alongside existing gas centrifuge plants, indicating a strategic escalation in Iran's nuclear capability beyond mere enrichment. Though not part of the original 2015 JCPOA, the new reactor could strengthen Iran's fuel cycle autonomy, with potential military implications if coupled with weaponization steps. Thermal reactors produce plutonium from irradiated fuel, used in some atomic weapons. Iran may see reactor operation as non-negotiable, complicating future diplomatic deals. While Iran claims peaceful intent, the facility's scale raises suspicion, likely triggering IAEA demands for inspections and generating condemnation from Western capitals. The IAEA's May 31st Safeguards Report, disclosed last week, drops a major bombshell. Iran has undisclosed nuclear material hidden at three covert locations: Varamin, Turkzabad, and Lavisan Shian. Inspectors found man-made uranium particles at each of these sites, which Iran had never declared to the IAEA. Under the Non-Proliferation Treaty, Iran must track all nuclear material across declared and undeclared sites. The presence of undeclared uranium suggests a concealed parallel nuclear effort. Despite repeated requests, Iran has failed to provide satisfactory explanations. Tehran dismisses the inquiry as politically driven, accusing the IAEA of acting under US influence. Non-transparency erodes global trust and undermines the framework that enables monitoring of Iran's nuclear program. It also opens the door to condemnation and possible snapback sanctions by the US, UK, France, and Germany. Operationally, it confirms Iran retains access to undeclared nuclear routes, increasing its capacity to produce fissile material covertly. Even more concerning, the report reveals Iran has carried out multiple implosion tests, a technical prerequisite for a nuclear weapon. Unlike enrichment, which has civilian uses, implosion is exclusively military. It's the design mechanism for compressing nuclear cores into a critical mass. While Iran previously admitted to weapon-relevant research in the early 2000s under the halted AMAD program, these new tests suggest active modern military experimentation. Evidence of such testing implies either near-term weapons capacity or deliberate groundwork for future weaponization. The presence of illicit weapon testing breaks the core NPT obligation and invalidates Iran's civilian-only nuclear claims. It significantly raises the risk of intensified sanctions, possible UN Security Council referral, and investigative mandates. Regional adversaries, notably Israel and Gulf states, may respond with preemptive military doctrines or increased defensive cooperation. These developments collectively point to a dangerous strategic shift, with diplomacy weakening, covert weaponization advancing, and civil oversight eroding. Key risk areas are 1. Diplomatic collapse. Iran's rejection of the US offer suggests the pipeline to a peaceful resolution is fraying. Without a breakthrough, Iran may accelerate enrichment, pushing Western capitals towards snapback actions and possible escalation. 2. Nuclear weaponization. The discovery of hidden nuclear material and implosion testing represents evidence that Iran is actively preparing for weapon capability. Even if no weapon is produced in the near term, technical readiness is enhancing. 3. Regional instability. Gulf states, Israel, and Western allies could see conventional or covert strikes as containment tools. We may also see moves toward defensive pacts or enhanced sanctions. And 4. International system risks. If Iran refers itself to the UN Security Council, Russia and China may veto resolutions, further eroding global non-proliferation norms. This could set a precedent for future nuclear states to act similarly, weakening the NPT. In summary, since June 1st, Iran has solidified its stance by rejecting the US nuclear offer, advanced covert nuclear reactor construction, and undertaken illicit nuclear weapon testing. The global community now confronts a heightened strategic threat. Stay tuned as the DEFCON warning system continues comprehensive monitoring. We will provide updates on Iran's response to IAEA demands, shifts in diplomatic posture, and any regional strategic reactions. The DEFCON warning system is a private intelligence organization that has monitored nuclear threats from national actors since 1984. It is unaffiliated with any government or military branch and does not represent the official alert status of any nation. The public is advised to make independent evaluations and should not rely solely on the DEFCON warning system for strategic or emergency planning. In the event of a nuclear conflict, we will publish radiation readings from reported areas. These readings may differ from local measurements. Official sources will also issue regional data and public safety instructions. Stay informed, stay alert, and stay prepared. Visit www.defconwarningsystem.com for updates. Follow DEFCON WS Alerts on Twitter and join our community forum. Subscribe to our mailing list for direct alerts. That concludes this briefing. Thank you for watching. If this briefing served you well, please like, subscribe, and share. I'm Sarah Martin. Stay alert, stay informed, and stay prepared.